Up next, the 76ers taking on the Cavaliers. It's the NBA on... How much fun is... to watch these guys. Guys move the basketball, Clark.
Well, they've got two main ingredients. One, you've got to have a system that demands unselfishness, and then you need players that are willing to play unselfishly, and they've got both of those things.
Here are the five for Philadelphia. We've got George, and it's Embiid in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Shot clock at 6. Allen a screen, fires from the wing. Philadelphia grabs the miss.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Three-pointer Embiid nails it from 3.
And Embiid does have this range. I mean, it's something the defense has to respect.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. The biggest focus on the defensive end, the big man, Joel Embiid. Coach telling me that they've talked a lot about how to defend Embiid. They have a great film session on it, but at the end of the day, he said Joel is a monster down low, so there's only so much you can do. It'll be fun watching the process do his thing tonight, guys.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. McCain. From outside, off the mark.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Garland way outside. Another miss by Garland. Philadelphia has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. And Clark, this last summer, former Sixer Doug Collins inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame.
Yeah, well-deserved honor for Doug. I mean, he's Philly's former #1 overall pick back in 1973, and he played almost a decade there for the Sixers. Also coached the Sixers, among many other teams that he had a chance to coach in the NBA, but clearly an NBA lifer and one of the best guys that's part of the NBA fraternity.
Launches a 3. The rebound by Allen.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Oh, George with a steal. Here in the first quarter, with about 2 minutes gone by, off the mark from 16 feet. For Cleveland, they've gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. From deep, Mobley. Cleveland again missing. The 76ers have gone 2 of 6 to open up this game. Outside Mitchell. Here's the 3. The 3. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Yabusele. And he lobs it up top. And then Embiid with the dunk.
I tell you, Embiid's teammates absolutely love setting him up. I mean, they know he's going to finish strong every time.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
The Sixers leading. Pass to McCain. Back to George. Lets it go from deep. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Mitchell misses.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
And Grant, I know you played a part in Embiid's decision to join Team USA.
Yeah, B.A., I spent a lot of time talking to Joel Embiid and convincing him to play for us and the U.S. men's national team.
Garland way outside. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. The Sixers lead by 7. Embiid with it. Guarded now by Mitchell. George for 3. The rebound by Garland. And it's Garland with the ball for the Cavaliers. The 3 from Mitchell, and the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland.
Yeah, this is why defenses must be right up on Mitchell or he'll burn you off the pass.
Out to the right wing. Here's McCain, guarded by Garland. Screen by Embiid. 5 on the clock. Late clock, the Sixers need to put one up here. Garland for 3. Rebound by Philadelphia. Embiid's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. George, a screen on Allen. 3-pointer Embiid. Mobley grabs the board. The Cavaliers trail by 4. On the break. Allen with a screen on Embiid. From deep, Mobley. He can't get it to go. And stolen by Mobley. Doesn't go for him. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Philadelphia on top. Up. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Sixers, what do you guys think?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
Ty Jerome is out there with Max Strus. Then it's Chuma Okeke. Then it's DeAndre Hunter. And it's Thompson in at the 5. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavs. Thompson with a screen. And a deep 3 from Strus. Cleveland gets it back. Back to Jerome. Pass to Strus. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. He drops it from range. Strus has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
He has the ability and the aggressiveness to capitalize from downtown.
Drummond with the screen. Maxey passes to Drummond. No good with the triple. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Here's Okeke. Can't tie it up. That one misses. And the 76ers shooting an average of 43% from the floor. Drummond for 3. Thompson pulls it in. The Cavaliers have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Thompson, a screen on Maxey. Back to Thompson. Oh, trying his luck from deep. Rebound by Philadelphia. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Thompson. Here's Jerome. He nails it, and we're tied.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Maxey passes to Walker. From deep. That shot, no good.
Look, I know he wanted to answer with a 3 of his own, but you gotta play smarter. Play your game, not theirs.
Philadelphia has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Oh, he goes up high for the 2-handed slam.
Making sure of it with the 2-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
The 76ers have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Drummond passes to Walker. Drummond, the screen on Strus. Pulls it from the top of the key. Walker's shot is off.
There's no way that's the best look this offense can produce.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
From deep, Strus. Here's Thompson. The kick to Hunter. For 3. Sinks it from distance. Hunter's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
No good on the 3. The Sixers trailing. Walker for 3. Drills it from deep. Well, Clark, we hear coaches often say, trust your teammates. Why is that sometimes a challenge?
Well, you know, when you talk about passing the basketball, there's got to be a level of trust and confidence that where you pass it to is going to produce some fruit, and that it might come back to you if that's the best play. And then defensively, you can't be good defensively without communicating and trusting one another to cover for each other in the defensive scheme that you're playing.
Edwards, no good. And for the Cavaliers, they're shooting a rough 25% from the field in this game. Jerome, that's good.
Well, if you let him shoot freely, you're going to give up a lot of trays.
Outside Maxey. Pass to Edwards. 41 seconds left in the second. 6 to shoot. Now here's Walker. 4-3. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got rebound number 7 tonight. On the wing, Strus. Shoots over Walker. Strus with the bucket. And now a 3-point Cavalier lead. And Maxey's got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. Walker for 3. Gets it to go. Makes him 2 for 5. Here's Jerome. Maxey covering. Beyond the arc. The shot no good. It's a tie game in Cleveland. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
76ers, 23.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. What else can you say? Joel Embiid, an impressive effort here today.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Second half underway. Here's who Nick Nurse has got on the floor. They've got Joel Embiid, and it's George in at the 3. And Mitchell launches it from deep. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. To the paint. Yabusele. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Oh, George with a steal. Embiid, a screen on Mitchell. Oh, there's the alley. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by George.
You know, I think he may have forced that pass when there was really no reason to.
Outside Garland from the arc. Rebound by Philadelphia. Embiid's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Ooh, stolen by Allen. Oh, he tries a 3. They get it back. Outside Mitchell. Mobley, a screen on George. From deep, Mitchell. Oh, Mitchell with the smooth stroke from distance.
Mitchell has everything, including that three-point shot.
Stolen by Mobley. Well, the defender stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. And he'll be shooting his first free throw.
At the line for Cleveland.
And the free throw, no good.
One shot.
Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Allen a screen. Top of the key. Mobley, no good. The 76ers shooting 40% so far in this one. From outside the arc. Mobley grabs the board. The Cavaliers have gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Paul George spent some time talking about his idol. He said, the person who motivated me as a kid was Kobe Bryant. Growing up in Southern California, watching him every day, I wanted to emulate him. I attacked the game the same way he did, trying to work on every deficiency, play both ends, and be a competitor.
His impact lives on, Allie. Cleveland has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Pass to Mobley. Fires from deep. Rebound by Philadelphia.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
The Cavs have gotten only 2 of 7 shots to go in the third quarter. The 3 from Okoro. Joel Embiid with the board. And the 76ers with possession. 2-point game. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. The Sixers able to retain possession here.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Cleveland on D. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. The 3 from Okoro. Three-pointer. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got a rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. There's the triple. Here's Grimes. Good. And the assist to Embiid. Grimes has gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. And the Cavs shooting a very low 27% so far in this one. Clark, one of the league's premier scorers. Embiid does a lot of damage in the mid-range.
I tell you, for a guy as big as he is, I just marvel at his touch, his footwork, and the fact that he scores at all 3 levels. He scores at the rim, mid-range, he's dangerous, and then the three-point shot is one that he can knock down with decent regularity. So at his size, most would like to see him attack the rim more, but I still marvel at his versatility as a scorer.
From deep, Mitchell. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
He almost blocked that shot in time, just a nanosecond late.
And it's a completely new group for the Cavaliers. For 3, Maxey hits the three-pointer. Maxey's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
With the speed at which Maxey plays, that pull-up is almost impossible to deal with.
Outside Strus. The 3 ball knocks down the triple. Strus has got 8 points.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
They get it back. The kick out to Edwards. Outside Maxey. 4 on the clock. Takes the 3. Takes a 3. Fires in the triple. Maxey's got his second basket.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. Philadelphia on top. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Chuma Okeke is out there with DeAndre Hunter. Then it's Ty Jerome. Then it's Thompson. And it's Strus in at the shooting guard position. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Now Maxey. Fires for 3. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got rebound number 8 now. Edwards against Hunter. Fires the 3. Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. For 3, Maxey. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got 9 rebounds now. Hunter with the ball, and Walker picks him up defensively. Strus against Edwards. Back to Hunter. Over Edwards. Hunter, good. And the Cavaliers lead by 4. Philadelphia's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. For 3, Maxey. Counted from distance. Maxey's got 9 points here in the second half.
The unbridled confidence of Maxey at the arc, you can see it and feel it. He knows how good he is.
It's kept alive. And here's Strus outside. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson.
And that's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
Strus against Walker. Pass to Edwards. Back to Walker. Over Strus. Strus with a defensive effort. The Cavaliers lead by 4. Here's Thompson. Not going to go that time.
He just couldn't finish the job that time. And too bad, because it was a nice look.
Drummond for 3. Thompson pulls it in. For Cleveland, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Here's Akiki, guarded by Edwards. Here's Strus. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Drummond's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. Outside Edwards. 3-pointer. Drummond passes to Maxey. Drummond with the screen. Jacks up a 3. And that's good. Maxey for 3. Maxey's got 6 in the quarter.
Oh, in pressure moments, he's a guy you trust to make big shots.
And here's Hunter for 3. Pure from 3-point range.
And that 3-pointer is big. Cancels out the triple at the other end and helps stretch out their lead.
You can sense that the crowd, guys, is starting to feel as though this game just might be theirs.
And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. Puts up a 3. And Walker gets it to go on the assist from Edwards.
With the defense trying to protect the interior, he pulls at the arc and drains it.
Strus with a screen on Maxey. Jerome passes to Strus. Let's go with a 3. And Cleveland another 3.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And it's Maxey missing. Cleveland leading by 4. Thompson outside. 56 seconds left in the fourth quarter. He shoots a 3. Rebound by Philadelphia. Outside Edwards. There's the 3. And he can't get that one. Here's Akiki, all alone, and right on target. And the Cavaliers lead by 6.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
Maxey, and it's in. And now they trail by just 4.
What an incredible ankle breaker to help create space for a shot.
It's stolen by Drummond. Pulls it from the corner. Thompson pulls it in. Slam dunk by Thompson.
Not the tallest center in the league. He more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Hunter. And so it's Cleveland winning this one. Boy, they didn't make it easy.
Thanks for joining. A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. They've got Wembanyama, De'Aaron Fox out there with Castle. Then it's Barnes, and it's Champagnie in at the small forward. And for Cleveland, a lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. And it's Okoro in at the small forward. Richard, last season marked the 5th consecutive year that the Spurs missed the playoffs.
And this drought came directly after their historic streak of 22 consecutive playoff appearances. But the silver lining in this stretch is that it allowed them to draft a generational talent in Wembanyama.
Oh, nice setup by Wembanyama. On top of everything else, this guy has an incredible IQ.
Fires the three. And there's Mobley, and that's good on the assist by Garland.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now, here's Fox. Here's Wembanyama for three. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop it.
Allen finds Mobley. Allen, a screen on Barnes. Lets it go with the three. Wembanyama with the rebound. San Antonio's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. 2 points, that one goes.
Oh, how about the vision by Wembanyama there? Always looking to get teammates involved.
Allen with the screen for Garland. From the arc. Another shot. And Allen with the layup.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Wembanyama passes to Barnes. And the three off target. For Cleveland, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field. And here's Garland for three. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul.
I'm not sure what he thought he could get away with there. Pretty clear over the back.
Yeah, it's one thing to be aggressive hot shot. It's another thing to get reckless. He's got to stay under control.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Nailed from three-point land.
Hitting that shot helps loosen the driving lanes a little, and we know Mitchell only needs a crack of daylight.
Richard, something amazing about Donovan Mitchell. He averages over 20 points per game every single season.
Yeah, he is just a natural, talented scorer. He beats you in so many different ways. What I like most about his numbers, they go up in the postseason.
Now, here's Mobley. Kicks it out to Garland. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. With the drive, shoots over Mobley, and it falls over the rim and in. That's 7 points for Victor Wembanyama.
And a big man who moves like a guard. Wembanyama is an absolute terror when he slices inside.
Mobley misses.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to three-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Knocks it loose. And here we go, Mobley heading to the hoop. And Mobley throws it down.
This is why I am the president of the Mobley fan club. It's because of plays like this that he can do all by himself.
The Cavaliers trailing. Here's Garland. And the rejection by Wembanyama. 55 seconds left here in the first quarter. And it's good for 2.
Showing he's more than just an interior threat. Wembanyama also possesses that reliable jump shot.
And that one's good, Mitchell.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Fox passes to Wembanyama. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Going inside, and then jammed down as he goes right over Evans. Evan Mobley.
And we talk about how Wembanyama makes the wow plays. Wow.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. With the runner. And Wembanyama with the nice bucket inside. Wembanyama has got 13. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Garland kicks to Allen. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland. Garland's got his 5th assist in this one. San Antonio's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Wembanyama outside. Drives to the hoop. Sweet little floater. 15 points in the game.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
Here's Mitchell. And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for the San Antonio. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge, too.
They've got Hunter. Also, Max Strus out there. Sam Merrill out there with Tristan Thompson. And it's Jerome in at the 1 spot. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hunter.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Now, here's Vassell. Richard, how do you think the game has changed since he retired?
Well, the jump shooting teams have had more success. I think the game has changed, and it allows for more Europeans. It allows for it to be more of a global game. The less physical, the more inclusive.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
Here's Vassell. Paul with the screen for Vassell. Drops one in from the wing. Vassell's got the lead up to 6 now for San Antonio.
And finally, someone scores.
It's a slugfest. Maybe not the prettiest game we've seen, but sometimes the best wins are the ugly ones.
And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. And the 3 ball is good.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys build contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
So it's the Spurs now after Cleveland got the 3-pointer.
Chris Paul is always thinking pass first. He's so good at finding his teammates, especially when they're open.
Here's Jerome. That's Biyombo with the rebound.
See, that miss right there. It's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Pass to Sohan. And the foul on Jeremy Sohan. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Offensive rebound. Here's Merrill. Off target from outside. Spurs leading by 5. Here's Vassell. And he's good on the 3 ball. Vassell's got 5 points now this quarter.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now, here's Strus. Still yet to score. Offline with his 3. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. So, Richard, when you look at Max Strus, what does he provide for this team?
For one, he's battle-tested, Kevin. He's a fearless shooter, and he's a guy that can get on a roll and hit clutch shots. You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up, oh yeah, you're done.
And the basket by Vassell. Vassell's got 10 points.
Give him a chance to pull off something special, and he will take it.
A screen from Thompson. Hunter, no one around him. him. Another three for Cleveland.
And it's his decision-making, Hunter, looking like a surgeon the way he operated that pick and roll.
Biyombo kicks to Paul. Here's Vassell. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 3 assists in the game.
Yet another 3. Once we hit the second quarter, it just seems as if those threes just started to fall like raindrops.
Now, here's Strus. From deep. Vassell grabs the board.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
In the corner, Sohan with it. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Here's Merrill. The long-distance three is buried. Merrill's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Vassell. Plays it up off the glass. And the Spurs lead by 6.
He is getting everything he wants. The defense is seemingly powerless to slow him down. It's sad.
Pass to Strus. Thompson for 3. Rebounded by the Spurs. 43 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. The Cavaliers shooting 38% in the second quarter. Offensively, they look a little bit confused. Strus's shot is good.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Here's Vassell. After the Cavaliers pick up 3, pass to Johnson. Vassell outside. And it's off from three-point range. Now Cleveland moving it up. Here's Merrill. And stolen by Biyombo. It's Vassell with the drive.
The officials will have 2 minutes to review the play.
Teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. We're going to bring out the monitor and see if we got that shot off in time.
And the footage relayed to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus, I think he got it off in time.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Nice game. Great performance by Devin Vassell.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
On the court right now for the Spurs, they've got Castle. Wembanyama's out there with Barnes. And it's Fox. And it's Champagny in at the 3 spot.
Now the defense has no answer for Mitchell's leaping ability. This man goes up, and he will put it down when you quick.
Wembanyama looking it over. Mobley with the rebound.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
Wembanyama outside. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Out left of the wing, and that'll be San Antonio as it goes out of bounds. Spurs retain possession. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. You asked Greg Popovich about Victor Wembanyama, and he says Victor's a different player. He's got talent, so you don't want to take that out of him. I tried to do that with Manu Ginobili, and I learned my lesson. Just shut up and let him play. Victor does some amazing things. His game is all-encompassing. Kevin?
That's a great way to put it, D.A. It is all-encompassing. Wembanyama is one of one. Hey, thank you for the report. Okoro, the shot from the low post is good.
Yeah, he was able to sneak it to the rim. Had enough room to get just like an easy layup.
Wembanyama passes to Fox. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. It's Garland with the ball for the Cavaliers. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half.
Big frame, good score. Pump fake for Allen was too much for the defense.
This is his first free throw of the game. He misses the free throw. So he comes up empty at the line. San Antonio leading. And Wembanyama outside. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Allen. San Antonio with the ball. Wembanyama finds Barnes. That drops. Nice speed that time from Wembanyama. Barnes has got 7.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Here's Mobley. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Wembanyama's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Oh, there's the strength training. Wembanyama.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Pass to Wembanyama. No good with the triple. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Allen kicks to Mobley. Here's Mitchell. Cleveland moving the ball around, and then Mitchell at the dunk.
It's great whenever a big knows how to handle it. Allen sharing the wealth.
And a wide open look for Wembanyama. Drains the three-pointer. Wembanyama's got 7 points for the quarter.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
Spurs leading by 5. Pass to Fox. Back to Wembanyama. Shoots over Mobley. And there's Wembanyama on the assist by Fox.
And Wembanyama's ability to pick and pop from anywhere on the floor puts defenders on their heels.
For 3, Mitchell. San Antonio with the rebound. Wembanyama with it. Guarded now by Okoro. Easy money for Wembanyama.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. Shot clock at 6. Here's Strus. And another miss by Cleveland. Spurs leading by 9.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. Looking to end the run. Scans it from downtown. Jerome's got 9. Vassell with it. Shoots over Merrill. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's San Antonio. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime dropping ability.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. DeAndre Hunter out there with Tristan Thompson. Then it's Sam Merrill. Then it's Max Strus. And it's Jerome in at the point guard position. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. And Biyombo has it in the corner. Good on the baseline, Jay.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
Tries again. Jerome, good. Spurs leading by 5. Vassell kicks to Biyombo. Back to Vassell. Fires for 3. The Cavaliers pull it in. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute to play. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for him.
Ripped away. And here we go. Thompson heading to the hoop. Goes up, and it's Thompson with the jam.
And it's official. They have come all the way back. At one point, this thing seemed to be out of reach.
They've played with a lot of heart to get back in this, and now they've got the other side on their heels with the game winding down.
Johnson, the pass to Vassell. Johnson, the screen. Vassell kicks to Johnson. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Johnson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Anywhere on the arc, Johnson has the green light. He is that skilled of a range shooter.
That one falls.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Johnson, the pass to Paul. Kicks it out to Johnson. The rebound by Merrill. For Cleveland, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Out to the right wing. Jerome passes to Merrill. And here is Strus. Just 4 to shoot. Pass to Thompson. Paul with the steal. And they're on the break. Here's Vassell. Here's Sohan. And the dunk by Sohan.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
That's the last thing you need to happen down the stretch. Let's see how they respond to the devastating punch.
Hunter against Johnson, and it's Vassell with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Jared Allen's checked in for Thompson. Mobley comes in for Max Strus. Mitchell, he's checked in for Sam Merrill. And it's Garland in for Ty Jerome. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Victor Wembanyama is checked in for Bismack Biyombo. Harrison Barnes comes in for Sohan. Castle's checked in for Keldon Johnson. And it's Fox in for Chris Paul. The shot by Mitchell, no good. And the Spurs with possession. Big stretch here going 10-2. Wembanyama with it. And Allen picks him up defensively. Fades away. And another basket for San Antonio.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal. You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Back to Wembanyama. 58 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Barnes passes to Wembanyama. Knocked loose. Stolen by Mitchell. And now the fast break. Mitchell with the ball from downtown. Again, Mitchell missing.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
A fader. And the shot goes in. 33 points for Victor Wembanyama.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
And as it should be, to be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
And it's DeAndre Hunter with the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Wembanyama. Misses there. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
scoring for this face-off at the center position tonight, Graham.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
And a look at the starters for the Spurs. We've got Barnes. De'Aaron Fox is out there with Castle. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. And it's Champagnie at the 3.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Now here's Wembanyama. Over Embiid. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
The refined jumper of Wembanyama. You just never see that in a man of his height.
George outside. Sinks the tray.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
On offense, here is San Antonio. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse, and they have to deal with one of the quickest guys in the league in De'Aaron Fox. Coach told me it's almost impossible to stay in front of De'Aaron, so we'll try to give whoever is guarding him help, especially if Fox gets rolling. We'll see how that plan works.
Okay, thank you, Allie. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Here's Wembanyama. Embiid knocks it loose.
You have to be aware of Embiid at all times. He's an outstanding shot blocker.
George, no good.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Three-pointer Embiid. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
And we know Embiid has this kind of touch from deep. Nice triple.
All right, Stan, what's your take on this very youthful San Antonio Spurs roster?
Well, Brian, they've got the guy to build around. They're very exciting to watch. They've been gaining momentum. They're coming together as a unit, as a roster. And look, this team's got a chance to be very good together.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
For San Antonio, they've gone 2 for 5 here in the first. From deep, Wembanyama. That one drops. 3 for 6 now.
Scouts love this from Wembanyama. A big who can hit smooth three-point shots.
Here's Grimes. Rebound by San Antonio. Wembanyama's got 4 rebounds now. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Champagnie, that's good.
What a smart pass from Wembanyama. Already adept at scanning the floor and finding open teammates.
George for 3. Buries it from 3. George has got 6.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Hey, if you give him room, he's going to score the ball.
The Sixers trailing. Fades back. And the shot falls short that time.
Well, the defense was giving him that one, but he made the shot more difficult than it needed to be. You got to play smart.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. You know, Grant, you talk to scouts about Stephon Castle. They just feel like this guy's a winner.
Well, certainly we saw that at Connecticut. Now, as a freshman, he was a key piece in their title run. He actually turned up his game in the tournament, and that's rare for any freshman. With great mobility in the 8-foot wingspan, yes, 8 foot, Wembanyama easily wipes that shot away.
Here's Champagnie. And once again, off the mark by San Antonio. 76ers trail by 3. Lets the 3 fly. George, no good. And Wembanyama has the ball here for San Antonio. And Barnes, the bucket, on the assist from Wembanyama.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Yeah, good luck stopping that. When BG is hitting the pull-up with his size and hops, you just got to tip your hat.
Now here's Wembanyama. 9 points in the game. 52 seconds left in the first quarter. 5 to shoot. Pass to Castle. The 3 is up. Rebound by Philadelphia. George feels it out a bit. Here's Grimes. Here's McCain. No points so far. No good there. The steal. Here's Grimes. Pass to McCain. And so it looks like it'll be Philadelphia ball.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Here's George. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Spurs out. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. All right, guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious they were well prepared defensively coming in.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. Vassell and Johnson are the 2 and the 3. Then there's Chris Paul. Then it's Jeremy Sohan. And it's Mamukelashvili in at the center position. And what's your take, guys, here on the hustle stats for Philadelphia?
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And also, I haven't seen a lot of resistance from the defense when it comes to limiting their points in transition.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
You gotta love Tyrese Maxey's approach to the game. He said, quote, "I really have a simple life. I have this joy about playing basketball. I like putting in the work, so I'm extremely focused, extremely competitive, and I'm out here having the time of my life. I get to do what I love every single day, and it's a blessing," unquote. Brian, he's such a positive guy.
Yeah, he really is. Thanks for that, Allie. Outside Walker. Launches it. He buries it from 3. Walker's got his first 3 points of the game.
Yeah, just an outstanding find by Maxey. More than willing to give it up to open teammates.
Here's Vassell. Drives to the hoop. And the layup is good off the glass. Vassell's got his first bucket in this one.
Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
For 3, Maxey. And the 76ers another 3.
Well, the corner 3, no challenge for Maxey. I mean, the dude can straight up shoot from deep.
Here's Vassell. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. Vassell's got 5.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And that's why you don't give up on the glass.
Man, his efforts well rewarded right there.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the board.
Here's Mamukelashvili. Still without a bucket. On the wing, Vassell. Maxey covering. Vassell can't get it to go.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. He has 6. All right, Grant, give it to us straight here. What's the deal with star treatment in the NBA thing?
Star treatment? What is that, B.A.? No, I think some players have a reputation which might help them on 50-50 calls. And you could argue that some players have a reputation that hinders them on the 50-50 calls. So it really just all depends.
Now here's Vassell. He's got 5. Mamukelashvili. And San Antonio hits again from deep.
When you get faced up at one end, you want to get it back at the other.
A bit of a duel going on between them. Came down the floor looking for immediate payback.
Drummond inside. He's against Sohan. Tries again. Walker's shot is off. Spurs trail by 4. 1:36 left in the first half. Here's Sohan. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
They're using his size well and putting some muscle behind his play. That's how Sohan gets to his shot inside.
Outside Edwards. The 3 is up. It's hauled in by Mamukelashvili. San Antonio's gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. And Lonnie Walker's going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Wing shot on the way, and San Antonio again with a bucket.
Yeah, great find from Sohan. This is why his guys like playing with him.
Releases. Maxey finds Drummond. This one for three. It's hauled in by Mamukelashvili. Mamukelashvili's got 4 rebounds in the game. The baseline J is on the way. And Vassell, the bucket, on the assist from Paul. Vassell's got 9 points now in the quarter. Pass to Walker. For three, Maxey gets the 3 ball to go. And the 76ers lead by 1.
And just so good at playing at high speed. Maxey gets the ball and takes the fast shot.
Vassell outside. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Right side, Walker. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Johnson. For three, Maxey. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Up ahead. Cuts off the pass. Here's Sohan. Oh,
2 minutes are allowed to review the play.
well, these teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got it off in time.
And, of course, they want to make sure it was the right call, but I'm not sure how.
Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break, ready for the third quarter. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Without question, Tyrese Maxey displaying all his skills today.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
They've got Joel Embiid, and it's Yabusele in at power forward. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Here's Grimes. Gets to see a basket. Hits the trifecta. And the 76ers lead by 7.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Wembanyama finds Fox. Wembanyama against Embiid. Oh, too much length from Wemby.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
Embiid inside. Wembanyama on him. And then Embiid with the dunk.
He flashes to the rim and is met with no resistance.
Fox the pass to Wembanyama. And growing up in California, Stan, when did you first fall in love with the game of basketball?
Well, Brian, my dad coached for a long time, and I just remember going to his practices and going to his games. I can't remember a time where I didn't love the game.
Honestly, we have never seen someone like Victor Wembanyama, a skilled 7.5-footer. I mean, the way he moves, it's unreal.
And Wembanyama has the ball here for the Spurs. And the foul called on Paul George.
That's his second.
That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. There's a screen. The 3 from Wembanyama. San Antonio again can't hit.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Fox against George. From behind the arc. Drops in the 3. George has got 12.
Yeah, it seems like George could do this all night. He just keeps finding shots.
Fox, the pass to Wembanyama. Back to Fox. Pass to Castle. Out to the wing from deep. Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama hitting from deep.
Wembanyama quickly with one of his own, firing right back.
Here's McCain. And the three off target. Spurs trail by 6. And here's Wembanyama. From downtown. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. The three. San Antonio with a rebound. Wembanyama's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Oh, the hustle, Wembanyama.
And the offensive skills of Wembanyama are a huge part of his high value. And nice to see him delivering.
For 3, George. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his 3rd foul so far. And it's a completely new group for the 76ers. Walker against Vassell. And once again, off the mark by San Antonio. Philadelphia leading by 4. And it's Walker, that time on the assist from Drummond. He's got 9.
Well, he saw the defender back, and he got the look he liked from 3 and capitalized.
Here's Vassell. Rebound by Philadelphia. Drummond's got his 6th rebound on the night. Outside Oubre. Pass to Drummond. Now Walker. Clock at 6. Drummond to screen on Vassell. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. And now a 9-point 76ers lead.
Well, we've all had those as coaches. That's a no, 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 yes type of shot.
Picked up by Sohan. Vassell against Walker. Vassell can't get it to go. The 76ers have gotten 5 of 10 shots to go. Here's Oubre. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that. Looking to win the run. Vassell can't get it to go.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Sends it home from 3-point land. Maxey's got 15.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Well, and a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And from the 2-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Yeah, well, he looked like a pass-first point guard on this assist. Incredible instinct to feel the play develop and set up the score.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. All right, on the floor for San Antonio starting the 4th quarter. They've got Castle, Harrison Barnes out there with Victor Wembanyama. Then there's De'Aaron Fox. And it's Champagnie at the 3, the small forward. Castle, yes! And it's Wembanyama picking up the assist. Wembanyama's got 3 assists in the game. Embiid a screen on Fox. And there's the lob. Oh, Embiid snatches it out of the air and throws it down.
Leaping up to hammer down the alley-oop. Embiid's impressive court awareness on full display there.
Wembanyama, screen on George. Outside Wembanyama. No good on the triple. Philadelphia leading by 11. Right wing. Here's Grimes. Gets the 3 to fall.
And he's not taking it easy on them at all. I mean, we all know he's going to keep pouring it on.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Here's Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
An aggressive move to a strong finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Devin Vassell, he's checked in for San Antonio.
First team foul. Into the line for the Spurs.
Here's Grimes.
Devin Vassell.
Three-pointer. Embiid inside. Covered by Wembanyama. Oh, misses the dunk. Inside. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
And with this kind of vision, we could see the assist numbers go sky high for Wembanyama.
For three, Maxey nails it from beyond the arc.
And trying to put the game away, he's been nails all evening.
Yeah, but you can't let up now. We've seen too many wild comebacks in this league.
Embiid from outside. Rebound by San Antonio. Outside Wembanyama. Pass to Barnes. Here's Wembanyama. Puts up a three. The rebound by Maxey. Here's Grimes. Oh, had the opportunity on the break, but couldn't make the three. Spurs trail by 10. Now here's Wembanyama. George with a steal. The ball's knocked loose.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Oh, not enough to slow down Wembanyama.
Yeah, this is what everyone wants to see Wembanyama doing. Dominating on the inside. With two hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. The three from Wembanyama. Paul George pulls it in. George has got his 5th rebound in this one.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
Second team foul.
Here's Maxey. George a screen on Fox. Fires for three. And that's good. Maxey for three. Maxey's got 21 points in the game. Stan, you've coached so many rookies over the years. What are some key things you like to see from a player coming into the league?
Well, look, you've got to have a guy, Brian, that's ready to compete at that level and has to bring that every night. From there, it's just all about learning. There's going to be mistakes, but you want guys who can learn and improve at a consistent rate.
Is it true that defense is the fastest way into the coach's heart?
Well, it's certainly a way to gain confidence, that's for sure.
And he's really made his mark with the three-pointer today. And that's another big one.
And when you have shooters feeling it from distance, it feels like no lead is safe because points can get put up and hurt.
And this is a game they can build off of. They kept their focus all game long, and it will get marked as a win for the 76ers.
And it seemed like steals ended up making the difference in this game.
No question. Their ability to force mistakes and turn them into points gave them an upper hand tonight.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Tyrese Maxey.
It's hard to think of a part of the game where he didn't play a major role. Mentally, physically. I mean, he showed us what he's capable of when he's feeling his best.
Knocks down the long J.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
Stolen by Wembanyama. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. Allie, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up.
We have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
And look at the starters for the Cavaliers. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. And it's Okoro in at the 3 spot. For 3, Mitchell. That one's rebounded by Embiid. It's George on the wing. Lets it go from deep. A shot missing.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And that one's good, Mitchell.
From three-point range, Donovan Mitchell attacks with reckless abandon. He'll just keep firing, folks.
George way outside. An absolute bomb from 3-point range.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And it's Paul George with the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
We're about 1 minute into the first. Garland, that's for 2. Paul George grabs the miss.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
Pass to Grimes. Shoots over Garland. Shot by Grimes. No good.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. That one's not going to go.
Absolutely tenacious, guys. Stuck right on him defensively, bothered that shot.
Here's Grimes. Pass to Embiid. Takes a 3. He can't hit that time. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. They get it again. Mobley outside. Sinks the 3-pointer.
Okay, quick shooting from the big fella. Mobley knocking in the jumper.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
I caught up with Coach Nick Nurse. Now, he feels like Darius Garland is the key to that offense. Coach said not many people can stay in front of Garland one-on-one. He's so shifty. So the rotations defensively have to be decisive and quick. And at the other end, we want to force him to work defensively. Guys, back to you.
All right, thank you, David. Cleveland leading by 6. Here's Mobley. No good on the 3. Now here's Embiid. There's the triple. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
And it's so incredible, guys. Players like Embiid who have the complete repertoire from the center position. You never saw bigs with the ability to play out in space like that.
Doris, one of the more relentless players in the NBA, Donovan Mitchell.
Kevin, what I love about him is he loves the lead role. He feels very comfortable carrying tremendous responsibility on the offensive end. Donovan, one of the more confident players you'll meet.
For the 3, McCain's shot is off. It's Garland with the ball for the Cavaliers. For 3, Mitchell. Again, Mitchell missing. George against Mobley. And there's the call on Evan Mobley. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make,
there will be a 2-minute review to the play.
Is that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
It's good.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
For 3.
The 76ers trail by 7. Here's McCain. No scoring in this one. And they call an illegal screen here.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Embiid, the pass to George. That's in, coming off the assist from Embiid. George has got 6.
Paul George's shooting form is just so pretty. This guy's ability to make shots so easy.
And it's Mitchell missing. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. The 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Mobley. And he gets the bucket. He has 5.
We have seen from Darius Garland, he has a real talent for making his teammates look good. Pretty pass there.
And George kicks to Yabusele. Pass to Embiid. Over Allen. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
The other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
They've got Edwards. Oubre out there with Andre Drummond. Then there's Maxey. And it's Walker in at the 2. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Back to Maxey. Lock at 6. Lets it fly. Drummond dishes to Edwards. Off target with his 3. Cleveland leading by 4. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin, even with an MVP and Joel Embiid, the Sixers can't be a one-man show. Embiid says, I watch a lot of games and I see what's working. Good basketball means cutting, moving, guys getting off the ball, and it's moving and not sticking. But you need the right guys to execute that system. And I think we've got the right guys. Kevin?
I know you and I agree they do, David. Thank you very much. The tray. They get the rebound. And Drummond kicks to Oubre. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
I tell you, Kelly Oubre Jr. can play with confidence on the interior, and that's a result of his vertical.
Thompson, a screen on Walker. Merrill, a 3-pointer off the mark.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
And the basket by Edwards. Greg, you look at today's point guards, so many different types that can be effective.
And there's a lot more freedom to point guards to kind of explore the parameters of their game. Sometimes it's steadying an offense. Other times it's to ignite.
Maxey in the corner. Off target from 3-point range.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Philadelphia's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter. Just 2 of 6 from long range.
Oh, clever pass there from Maxey. So good at finding his teammates.
They set the pick. It's stolen by Edwards. And now Philadelphia on the break from deep. Walker. It's rebounded by Cleveland. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. For 3, Hunter. Oubre pulls it in. Here's Philadelphia. They're on an 11-3 run. This team has handed a lot of responsibility to Tyrese Maxey, but Greg, he's lived up to it.
And has grown very well into his role with the team. Shown that
that he can be a scorer all over the floor. Amazing to think how far he's come in such a short amount of time.
The Cavaliers trail by 4. And here's Cruz for 3. And it comes off the front of the rim. For Philadelphia, they've gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. This one for 3. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. Here's Maxey. Scoreless thus far. 6 to shoot. Lets the 3 fly. Drops in the tray. Maxey's got the lead up to 7 now for the 76ers.
And in that pick and roll action, you have to stop the ball first. Maxey too good with the rock in his hands.
Hunter for 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Hunter's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Puts it up. And it's off the back rim. No good. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Here's Jerome. Another 3 for Cleveland.
The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
Outside, Maxey launches it. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Hunter, no good. The 76ers leading by 4. Drummond sets the screen for Walker. Oubre on the wing. Pass to Drummond and stolen by Hunter. The 15-footer. Thompson finds Merrill. 3-pointer. Walker with some nice D. From past the arc. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. 76ers on top. They're up by 4. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot from line. They're measuring up that shot.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Donovan Mitchell really making a difference here.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
And so in the game for the Cavaliers, a loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. And it's Okoro in at the small forward. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Here's Mobley. From outside, off the mark. Philadelphia's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Grimes. That's in, coming off the assist from Embiid. Grimes has got the first points of the second half up on the board for Philadelphia. George against Mitchell. Here's the 3. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
Donovan Mitchell will answer with his own 3. This guy has got a ton of pride and competitiveness.
When it comes to the game's elite scorers, Doris, Donovan Mitchell is certainly on that list.
Kevin, there's no question about it. He's a proven playoff performer, a natural leader who doesn't mind a team leaning into his scoring ability. And the beauty is he can do it in a lot of different ways.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
From deep 3-point territory, Embiid, no good.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
George from deep 3-point land sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
Well, Paul George able to keep that shot high in the air. This is a dangerous long-range bomber.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Joel Embiid talks about leading his team. He said, I've been guarded so many different ways. I feel like I've seen everything, and I know how to attack everything. For me, it's all about how do I bring everyone along with me. You can't win alone. It's just about playing together and involving everybody. Kevin?
And you've got to involve everybody. All right, D.A., thanks. And here's Carlin for three. The rebound by Paul George. And so George will bring it up for Philadelphia. A 2-point game. The three drills the three-pointer. George has got 12.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
The shot by Mitchell, no good. The 76ers leading by 5. Outside, George spins. There's the three. Another three for Philadelphia.
How about the dribble drive ability of Paul George? The quick handles for a guy his size.
Mitchell with it. George picks him up. Got that one up quick. Mitchell's got 6 in the quarter.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And really just a great play to sacrifice.
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been
Substitution on the court. The play will be reviewed under
here for Philadelphia.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
Edwards looking it over. Launches a three. The putback. 55 seconds left to play in the third.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
The screen from Thompson. Here's Merrill. They get it back. It's Strus on the wing. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Strus has got 6 points.
Now the D giving him a little bit of space beyond the three-point line, and that's all the room he needs.
And Drummond throws it down.
Andre Drummond showing you I am a vertical threat at the cup. Look out.
Here's Jerome. No good from outside. Philadelphia leading by 4. Oubre for 3. Out to Edwards. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Good on the triple.
Boy, you love to see this level of awareness from a big like Drummond. How about that feed to his teammate?
Offensive rebound. For 3, Hunter drains it from beyond the arc. He's got 9. Here's Maxey. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. The Cavaliers trail by 4. They've got Lonnie Walker. Edwards is out there with Kelly Oubre. Then there's Andre Drummond, and it's Maxey in at the point guard position. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. No one near Drummond as he lets it go. Off target from the baseline. Pass to Hunter. Jacks up a 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Hunter's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Cavs. Now the 76ers with it. Maxey looking it over. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And that one's good. Hunter.
A very consistent three-point shooter. Hunter shoots it well from there because of how confident he is.
Maxey, and right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Hunter for three. Rebound Andre Drummond. Drummond's got 9 rebounds now tonight. From deep, Walker. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Thompson's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. For three, DeAndre Hunter, and that's good. And the Cavaliers lead by 2.
So versatile offensively. When Hunter gets in a rhythm, he's capable of carving up a defense.
And that one's good, Maxey.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
Cavaliers have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. For three, Hunter. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Drummond's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Here's Maxey. A three-pointer, no good. Cleveland's gone 4-7 with the long ball here in the fourth quarter. Jerome, no good. Philadelphia's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen.
And putting that 7'2" wingspan to good use, Hunter can be an elite defender if he keeps working at it. And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
His production has been unbelievable, a testament to how much he cares about his craft.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. The 76ers again can't hit it. Well, Cleveland's shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Hunter against Maxey. And it's Hunter scoring on a gorgeous play. Hunter's got 15 points in just the second half. Here's Maxey. It goes straight through with the switch.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
There's a screen. Hunter, a three. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. The 76ers trail. From outside the arc. And it's Walker that time on the assist by Maxey. Walker's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Jerome passes to Hunter. Fires from the corner. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Hunter's got the game tied up here for Cleveland. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. It's up a three. In for his 7th make in 14 tries.
So poised in these situations. Love seeing Maxey rise to the occasion.
Got it to drop!
Goodbye.
He got it to drop!
Goodbye and good night.
Outside, Maxey. Oubre outside. Shot clock at 6. On the wing, Walker. He's defended by Merrill. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Puts up a deep three. Knocks down the trifecta.
Well, we saw this from Hunter in the tournament. When Virginia won the championship, he was a clutch performer.
The kick out to Walker. Shoots the three. Misses the three. Launches from deep. The shot comes out, and we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. The Magnitude at this juncture in the game, clearly warranting a timeout. Any ideas on strategy? Being discussed right now in that huddle.
And they need a miracle, guys. They don't have enough time for the catch and shoot three. So the only hope is for an alley-oop and an and one to finish out.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
And they need a miracle, guys. They don't have enough time for the catch and shoot three. So the only hope is for an alley-oop and an and one.
side of his...
Well, Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
A look at Cleveland's opening lineup. Garland and Mitchell, the talented 1 and 2. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. And it's Okoro in at the small forward. Now here's Mitchell. From downtown, the rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Mobley with the block.
Such long arms. Mobley is tough to do anything against.
Three-pointer, Fox. San Antonio again missing.
Yeah, that's a shame because I'm not sure the defense will let him get a shot that good again very soon.
A nice shot by Mitchell.
The first of many tonight. Both teams have legit offensive talent.
And if everything goes to plan, this could be a very fun matchup to watch.
Drains the triple.
Wembanyama quickly with one of his own, firing right back.
Cleveland has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. And in Garland, we're looking at one of the best passers in the league, Richard.
I don't think he gets enough credit for it. He's got such a great feel for the game, the way he wiggles in and out of the lane. It is so impressive. He is such a great, confident floor leader.
It's good.
And part of what makes Wembanyama so dangerous, a big guy who can push the pace.
Three-pointer. Rebounded by Fox. For San Antonio, they've gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Here's Wembanyama. And he gets it to go off the front iron. Wembanyama's got 7.
Showing the point guard instincts there. Fox with great vision.
He launched that one from way outside.
4-3.
First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Wembanyama, pass to Fox. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. And pushing it up. Here's Cleveland. Garland for 3. Kept alive. Pass to Mitchell. Puts up a deep 3. Sinks it. What range from downtown. He's got 9.
Okay, Spider's showing his range way back there.
Here's Wembanyama. The rebound by Allen.
Great contest by the defense, and he's unable to hit that tough fadeaway.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Brian, Donovan Mitchell wears number 45 because that was Michael Jordan's number when he played baseball. Mitchell's father was a pro player, and Donovan said, baseball was my sport. I had my mind made up. I wanted to make the majors, but in high school, a broken wrist on the diamond caused his focus to shift. Brian, I'd say it worked out.
Yeah, I'd say so. Thanks, Allie.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Outside Garland. And he's missed his first 2 shots of the game.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Well, the recent success of the Cavs has centered around their defense, RJ.
Well, if you want a chance to contend, you're going to have to be able to defend. Their coach embodies that, and so does their personnel, specifically their front court.
Now here's Mitchell. 11 points in the game. Here's the 3. Garland, no good.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Barnes with it. Picked up by Allen. Pass to Wembanyama. To win the run. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be Evan Mobley. Well, Richard, it might be a long time before we see a player with the combination of Wembanyama's size and skill.
He changes every opponent's game plan, offensively and defensively. You've seen nothing like it, and we probably won't for a long time.
And with the 8-foot wingspan of Wembanyama, it feels like he releases the ball halfway to the bucket.
Connects from downtown. Wembanyama's got 11 points.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
From deep, Mitchell. San Antonio with a rebound. Wembanyama's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Fires the 3. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got 4 rebounds in the game. The 3 from Mitchell. He drains it. Made half his shots. He's 5 for 10 now.
When you shoot hundreds of these shots in gyms by yourself, it will make you automatic just like Mitchell.
Outside for Wembanyama. Let's go with a three. The basket's good. Off the assist from Fox. 14 points for him.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Shots blocked.
That reach from Allen, let's just say it's tremendous.
Hey, puts up a three. No luck on that one. Oh, got a piece of it. And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for San Antonio. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. What do you guys think about San Antonio here in this one?
You could really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
Johnson is at the three with Sohan down at the four. Chris Paul out there with Devin Vassell. And it's Mamukelashvili in at the center position, locking down the middle. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with. Outside Hunter. Knocks it down from distance.
Yeah, put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Now here's Vassell. Here's Johnson. Uncovered. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Hey, look, I'm not going to lie here. That's a shot that he needs to be making. There are no excuses.
Hunter against Johnson. They double with Sohan. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Johnson.
Cleveland ball.
Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. Just 5 on the clock. Ooh, good chance here for Hunter. Nails the wide open jumper. Hunter's got 5 now.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Here's Sohan. And the three-pointer goes.
Not the best three-point shooter in the league, but he's got enough skill that you can't just let him fire it up.
Okay, RJ, we all know how luck comes into play in the NBA. The Spurs have had great lottery luck.
Yeah, winning the first pick 3 times, drafting David Robinson, Tim Duncan, and Victor Wembanyama. I don't know, but I would be really upset if I was all of those other teams to miss out on those big guys.
They get it again. From deep. That one's off, and now he's 3 for 6. Spurs trail by 3. Sohan outside. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Sohan's got 5 points now in the quarter.
So good at keeping his balance through contact. Sohan showing some poise right there.
Hunter, good.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Now here's Paul. He's guarded closely. It's Johnson with a drive. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Impressive move by Johnson. He's got that explosive first step.
Strus with a screen on Vassell. Hunter can't get it to go.
And sometimes on defense, you could just get lucky.
The kick out to Johnson. Launches it. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. Hunter can't get it to go. The Spurs have gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Vassell outside. 4-3. On target from range. Vassell's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Vassell has no conscience behind the arc. He will not hesitate to get it up.
And here's Hunter from the arc. He drains it. Made half his shots. He's 5 for 10 now.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge. These are exactly the kind of shots they want to generate each and every time down the floor.
And the 11th pick in 2020. Devin Vassell was drafted for his defense, but Richard, his shot creation has come a long way.
Yeah, he's very comfortable handling and operating in the mid-range. One of his best ranges. He's moved past that 3 and D tag, and he's showing he can do so much more.
Now here's Vassell. He's got 5. Johnson with a bucket.
I love Johnson's attitude. Marches down and gets his revenge with the 3.
Hunter against Vassell. The shot. Hunter can't get it to go.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Already 7 lead changes. These teams are really going after each other.
It's been a brutal game to play, but a fun one to watch.
No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now.
The Cavaliers trail by 3. Pass to Jerome. The 3 is up. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Here's Vassell. The kick out to Paul. Vassell passes to Johnson. There's a screen over Strus. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Tie game in San Antonio. Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the 3rd quarter here on 2K Sports. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. We've seen DeAndre Hunter really having a great game.
Well, if he's hit 3s like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
And let's see if the D adjusts, make life a little more difficult on him.
On the court for the Cavaliers. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Garland and Mitchell, the talented 1 and 2. And it's Okoro in at the 3. Well, RJ, you got traded a couple of times for good reason. What's it like off the floor?
I don't need your quips, BA, but it is crazy. You get a phone call and bam, you can move across the country. And while it's hard on you, you understand it comes with playing in this league and having this job.
Now here's Wembanyama. He's got 14. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Allen. Okoro on the wing. Out to Mobley. Second half rolling along. About a minute played here. Mitchell finds Allen. Back to Mitchell. From outside the arc. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Look, the offensive glass is all about effort and energy. And Allen, look, he's got plenty of both.
Outside for Wembanyama. Wembanyama, so comfortable inside.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
From deep, Mitchell sinks the tray. Mitchell's got 17.
Right now, this is what you want to see. Mitchell playing without hesitation and just taking quality shots.
Wembanyama's shot is good.
You have to appreciate guys who can work the mid-range area. It's clearly how you keep defenses honest.
And when we talk about the numbers, the analytics for great shooters like him, pretty much any shot is a good shot.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
And Richard, thinking about Donovan Mitchell, he just has a total impact on the game.
It's crazy to think that he's in the prime of his career, but every single year he continues to get better. I still think there are more levels for him to go.
A nice shot by Mitchell.
Everyone knows Mitchell wants to take it to that basket, so the pull-up is so effective.
Wemby driving, uses the glass on the layup. Wembanyama's got 6 here in the quarter. And it's amazing. Neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time.
Yeah, these guys are leaving it all on the floor tonight. Well done on the glass. Gets himself in position where he can use his size.
Man, that one's good. And now a 3-point San Antonio lead.
Man, Wembanyama getting it done. Woo!
And Mitchell puts up a deep three. Again, the miss by Mitchell.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Wembanyama with it. Picked up by Allen. Down low. Stolen by Mobley. And pushing it up. Here's Cleveland. From deep, Mitchell. Mitchell can't get that one to fall.
The one thing he and his coach have in common, they'll both have nightmares about this quarter.
Yikes. And Wembanyama gets it to go.
Yeah, this is what everyone wants to see Wembanyama doing. Dominating on the inside.
They set the screen. Mitchell, bullseye from distance.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a three each time.
Pass to Wembanyama. 1:02 left in the third. Jacks up a three. The rebound by Allen. The Cavs trailing. Now Mitchell. From behind the arc. Rebound by San Antonio. Wembanyama's got rebound number 11. Lets it fly from 18. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good. And so Garland will bring it up for Cleveland. Again, the miss by Mitchell. Here's Castle. Check by Mitchell. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. They're running. Lets the three fly. They get the rebound. 12 seconds left in the third. Mitchell down low. And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for San Antonio. Between this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big man in the league today than we've ever seen.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Vassell and Johnson are the 2 and the 3. Then there's Chris Paul. Then it's Jeremy Sohan. And it's Mamukelashvili in at the 5 down low. That's who's in the game for the Spurs. Now here's Hunter to take the lead. And he drains it, making him 7 for 15 for the day.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games. And they've made that adjustment since the break.
Nails it from 3.
Great setup for Vassell, who does not waste the chances to get off a quick shot.
And here's Hunter for 3. San Antonio with a rebound. Mamukelashvili's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Counted. Vassell's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for it.
Hunter can't get it to go. San Antonio leading. Pass to Vassell. There's the screen by Johnson. From the baseline, Vassell's shot is good.
Man, when Vassell hit his stride tonight, he just kept going. This man is relentless.
Vassell against Hunter. They need this. Sohan with a rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
It's stolen by Hunter. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while. but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
And Cleveland making a change here. Allen, he's checked in for Thompson. Mobley comes in for Wade. Mitchell's checked in for Strus. And Darius Garland subbed in for Jerome. Outside Hunter. Pass to Mobley. Hunter the screen. Just 5 to shoot. Off target from outside.
Another missed three, and he seems determined to shoot his way out of it.
The drive by Wembanyama. Wow, the length from Wembanyama.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
Mobley deciding where to go with it. Mobley, a screen on Vassell. And here's Hunter from the arc. Sinks it from distance. Hunter's got 23.
Cutting into this lead. They're well within striking distance.
A stop or two in the next minute or so, and they could even this game up. Great job to keep that on.
Mitchell misses.
You know what? He's got to look to get other guys involved. The three-point stroke is off.
Wembanyama up top. Lets it fly. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got 9 rebounds now. From deep, Mitchell. The shot that time not on target. On offense, here are the Spurs. They're on an 11-3 run. Wembanyama. Ooh, stolen by Allen. And now the Cavaliers on the break. Hunter, good.
He's done so much damage from beyond the arc, and he's still hitting those big shots.
And the defense has to know that taking away his three is the #1 priority, and he's hurt them all game long. With that shot, it makes no sense.
No fear in this young man. We're already getting a sense of Wembanyama's killer instinct.
And here's Hunter from the arc. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. It's stolen by Garland. And now the Cavaliers on the break. Yes! And that one brings them within 1. On the wing, Vassell. Hunter covering. And the foul on DeAndre Hunter. That's his first foul.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And stolen by Mobley.
Defensively, you always want to keep vision on the ball. Nice job tracking and coming away with it.
Here's Hunter. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. And so it's Wembanyama with it. He brings it up for the San Antonio Spurs. They lead by 1.
I love it. Nice activity defensively. Getting in there to disrupt the pass.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Barnes passes to Fox. Pass to Vassell. And knocks down the 3.
And talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Ooh, poked away. Left side Hunter. It's stolen by Barnes. Now Vassell gets the bucket.
Such a graceful move, showing off the floater game.
And so it's...
like a potential blower. But anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted.
Look at the 76ers starting group. Joel Embiid out there with Yabusele. Then it's Paul George. And it's Grimes in at the shooting guard position. Wembanyama, a screen. Shoots over Embiid. The kick out to Fox. Clock at 4. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Wembanyama, no good. Here's Philadelphia. And Embiid throws it down.
Boy, that's how you execute in transition, guys. Embiid realizing an opportunity and then jumping all over it.
Wembanyama with it. Now defended by Embiid. And Clark, we know the last handful of years, the 76ers have been a threat in the East.
7 straight years of playoff runs. Can't get past that second-round barrier, though, Kevin. But as far as success, they've been as consistent as it comes in the East the last decade.
Here's McCain. Pass to George. Fires the 3. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
It's a big part of George's game, the three-point shot, and for good reason. I mean, he's a sniper out there.
Here's Wembanyama. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. So, Greg, the Spurs last year began 15 and 56, but it was the ending that they're really hanging their head on. They won 7 of their last 11 games.
And over that closing stretch, Wemby averaged 27 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, and 5 blocks. A small glimpse into the potential of this young superstar.
Seeing George spread the wealth and picking up the assist, I think he's a better player when he's sharing the ball like that.
Wembanyama passes to Champagnie. Back to Wembanyama. Pass to Barnes. Wembanyama sets a screen for Barnes. Outside for Wembanyama. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. 76ers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And here's George. Defended by Wembanyama. Tries the spin move. George against Wembanyama. Here's Yabusele. Takes the 3. Wembanyama with the rebound. San Antonio's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Plays it up and in on the nice reverse. Wembanyama's got 6.
And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Wembanyama inside.
The Spurs have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Fires from deep. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
Sometimes you watch Wembanyama and think this guy is a cheat code, hitting threes at well over 7 feet tall.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. De'Aaron Fox stays in attack mode. He says people don't want to guard somebody that's going to attack them on every possession. You can't get that break. You can't take any plays off. His speed, Kevin, that is a lot to deal with all game long.
A ton, David, to deal with. No question. EA, thanks.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
GA, there is a lot to like about the game of Stephon Castle.
The size, playmaking, defensive intensity. I guess the question, is there that one thing that he can do at an elite level? That will be a crucial step if he's to become a star.
One thing you don't want to let Barnes do is get comfortable in the open floor. I mean, he's outstanding at running past the opposition in transition.
Now, Wembanyama. After the missed 3 from Joel Embiid, here's Champagnie. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
The 76ers with another miss. Pass to Castle. A three from Wembanyama. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid with it to end the run. It's good from long range. Embiid's got 5 now.
Tell you what, for a big guy, a bigger guy, Embiid is great at pulling up off the dribble. Excellent ball skill.
But we come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. They're leading by 8. It's good.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Here's McCain. It's good from the top of the key. He's got 5.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Floats it up for Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Spurs lead by 7. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, we've got Walker, Oubre out there with Edwards. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's Drummond in at the center position. Bassie. San Antonio again missing. The 76ers trail by 5. You know, Greg, with the combination of Wembanyama and Coach Greg Popovich, the Spurs should be a great defensive team.
Yeah, it's hard with a young roster because all 5 guys have to work in unison, and often someone's going to make a mistake.
Sohan finds Johnson. Back to Sohan. Jacks up a 3. And that one is off.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
Maxey passes to Drummond. For 3, Oubre. San Antonio with the rebound. Sohan with the ball. He's picked up by Walker. Inside. Here's Bassie. Pass to Vassell. Stolen by Walker. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Driving inside. Out to Edwards. Oubre sets the screen for Edwards. A 3-pointer is right on target. Edwards got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Johnson, a wide open look, and they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
Oh, the quick response from Johnson. He goes right back at him with the 3.
Maxey on the wing, defended by Paul. Count that one.
Passing in on the interior, making it look all too easy.
San Antonio's gotten fewer than half of their 3-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Walker against Vassell. Johnson outside. Paul right side. Clock at 6. Johnson kicks to Paul. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3. For years, it seemed like the league was going to go smaller. But lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Centers and Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, you know, I wouldn't consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success.
Hey, one thing about Maxey, he was just born to score. This guy is a bucket getter.
Here's Johnson, and then Johnson with the dunk.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling.
And can put the other team on its heels. We'll see how it plays out.
Vassell wide open. Misses the three. The 76ers trail by 3. Here's Maxey. His three-pointers off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Vassell. Sinks that one from the post.
I'm not shy about bringing it inside. Vassell is comfortable around the hoop.
Here's Maxey. Buries the long-range jumper. Maxey's got 7 points.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Vassell. Pass to Bessie. Here's Vassell. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
Just too good a player to leave open.
A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Edwards finds Maxey. And he banks in the layup. He's got 9.
That's where Maxey's at his best. He wants to get the ball inside.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's Vassell. That 3 off the mark. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. Trailing by 2. Oubre, a screen on Paul. Maxey, no good. Johnson surveying the floor. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. It's San Antonio. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
33.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. We're seeing a tremendous game from Victor Wembanyama.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
We've got Barnes. Fox is out there with Castle. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. And it's Champagnie in at the 3. So that's who Greg Popovich starts the second half with. Here's Wembanyama. Pass to Champagnie. Back to Wembanyama.
Now, shooters get nervous when Embiid is nearby. Exceptional at contesting any shot within his reach, and even some that look like they're out of his reach.
George against Fox. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Wembanyama against Embiid.
76ers foul. Quentin Grimes. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
So it's the Spurs now. They've led by as much as 10. A 3 from Wembanyama. Connects from three-point range. Wembanyama's got the first bucket of the third here for San Antonio. Here's McCain. Guarded by Fox. Embiid sets the pick for George. Shoots the 3. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Barnes out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. The 76ers trail by 5. Embiid the screen. Lets it go from deep. And Paul George good for 3. George has got 9.
And this is the way to stretch the floor. PG-13 with a good look from the corner. And he nails it.
Wembanyama passes to Barnes. Fades and shoots. Wembanyama no good.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Pass to McCain. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Here's Castle. Wembanyama, that's for two. And Wembanyama throws it down.
And a big man who moves like a guard. Wembanyama is an absolute terror when he slices inside.
McCain's shot is off. San Antonio's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. Here's Wembanyama for three. It's hauled in by the 76ers. And George kicks to Embiid. The shot's good on the assist by George. 8 points for him.
Not known for a quick release, but Embiid showing he has that ability as well.
Clark, we know what a great player Joel Embiid is. He was the 2023 MVP, and he was on that same road until he got injured last season.
Unfortunate to see the big fella Embiid deal with the injuries that he has throughout his career, even going back to his 1 year in college. It's unfortunate, but that has hampered what is a special talent in Embiid.
Wembanyama looking it over. Spurs passing it around. Shot clock at 5. And the rejection by Embiid.
Don't test Embiid now. An impact defensive player is what he is.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Philadelphia's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. And that one's good. Maxey. Spurs trail by 4. Paul passes to Sohan. Back to Paul. Sohan up top. Sohan with the screen. Johnson finds Sohan. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
The 76ers have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Here's Maxey. Hits it from three-point range. Maxey's got the lead up to 5 now for Philadelphia.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Vassell, no good. The 76ers have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Misses the 3. The Spurs have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Here's Vassell. Knocks down the 3-ball. Vassell's got 7.
Yeah, Vassell looking comfortable and confident from the corner.
Paul passes to Sohan. Here's Vassell. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this one?
Yeah, and as a 2-guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter. So it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth, we've got Maxey. Andre Drummond is out there with Oubre. Then there's Edwards. And it's Walker in at the 2. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Paul. Vassell outside. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
Early on, he tried to shoot his way out of this funk. But later in the game now, he might want to just give it up and look for his teammates to do the scoring.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Fox passes to Wembanyama. Here's Castle. Back to Wembanyama. Wembanyama from distance.
How about the range? Wembanyama has that rare ability at the center spot.
Outside, George lets the three fly. Another three for Philadelphia.
4-3. And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Wembanyama, no good. And Embiid with a clear path to the hoop. And Embiid throws it down.
I've got pity for that rim right there, Joel Embiid. That's a big man banging that thing down.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
To the left wing. Here's Wembanyama. And Embiid with the block. George with the ball. Now guarded by Fox. And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Vassell against George. Pass to Yabusele. Here's Maxey.
In the fast hands from Fox on defense. He never lets up on the pressure. Really makes you work for the shot.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That's foul number 2 for him. Wembanyama outside. Oh, Wembanyama spacing the floor.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Embiid with a screen on Fox. Maxey kicks to George. Six on the shot clock. Yabusele passes to Maxey. Shot, high post. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Off target from three-point range. The 76ers leading by 5. And it's George finishing it off.
There is no slowing down Paul George. A volcanic eruption from PG tonight.
Here's Wembanyama for 3. And it's Grimes with the rebound.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that.
And here's George for 3. Pass to Grimes. Maxey with it. The tray. Hits the three-point bomb. Maxey's got the lead up to 10 now for Philadelphia.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the 76ers.
It was like watching a three-point shooting contest tonight here.
And they just didn't seem to let up. Whether the last several shots went down or not, 3 after 3, it just seemed to pay off for them.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Tyrese Maxey.
Tell you what, this guy worked his behind off on both ends of the floor. He was really an intimidating presence out there.
Maxey looking it over. A three-pointer, no good. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Wembanyama for 3. Good on the three-point shot. Wembanyama's got 34 points. And so the 76ers can now just hold on to the ball. Pass to Yabusele. Fires for 3. No good on that one. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks.